Hey friends! Today we're going to learn about Deuteronomy 17. After God taught his people about celebrating special days and choosing fair judges in chapter 16, Moses continued by explaining how God wanted his people to worship and live wisely together. Moses reminded them that when they brought gifts to God, they should give their best, because God cares about what comes from a thankful and honest heart. God wanted their worship to be real, not careless or rushed. Because he is holy and good, Moses also warned the people not to follow false ideas or worship things God did not create for them to honor. If someone chose to turn away from God's ways, the people were told to handle the situation carefully and fairly. They were not to jump to conclusions or act out of anger. Instead, they were to listen closely, ask questions, and make sure the truth was clear. God wanted justice to be thoughtful, calm, and based on honesty. Sometimes, Moses said, a problem might feel too big or confusing for local judges to solve. When that happened, the people were told to go to the place God chose and speak with the priests and judges there. These leaders were trained to understand God's instructions, and the people were to listen carefully to their guidance. God wanted everyone to respect wise leadership so the community could live in peace and trust. Then Moses talked about something important for the future. One day, the people would want a king like other nations had. God allowed this, but he gave clear rules. The king was not to chase power, riches, or pride. Instead, he was to be humble and obedient to God. The king was told to write his own copy of God's law and read it often, so he would remember to lead with kindness, fairness, and respect for others. Moses explained that when leaders follow God's ways, the people benefit too. Everyone learns to treat each other better, make wise choices, and stay close to God. Chapter 17 reminds us that God cares about worship, justice, and leadership, and he wants his people to live with honesty, humility, and trust in him every day. Subscribe to Seeds of Joy and continue to learn the Bible.